Barron's even highlighted how weak software has been, with some software-heavy indexes down close to 20% as the market rotated away from tech leadership. So even before any HIMS-specific news, the environment turned into this context of show me perfect execution or I'll sell you. And that matters because HIMS trades like a growth stock. So when the market hates growth, stocks like this just don't get any patience at all. The second is the FDA and the DOJ cloud is a real trigger. Now we get to the real pain point: weight loss compounding.
Welcome to the game, it's the Instant Stocks by Mikhail Kuhar.
If you don't know who I am, my name is Mikhail, and outside of being a partner at X10 Day Trade, one of my highest values is freedom. One of the reasons why I'm so excited with what we've done with the AutoPilot software that we've built over the last 4 years, it enables everyone to have freedom as well. For me, freedom is one of my highest values, and it's not just a thought concept, it's a way I've built my life with systems and software on the back end. It's allowed me to live remotely for over 8 years and also to emotionally, physically, and financially support my fiance in her purpose project of rescuing dogs. It's a software that we've built over the last 4 years and invested over $1 million to, that's able to leverage professional traders, kind of like inviting them into your house and letting them trade for you. One of the biggest things we see in the markets is people pay to learn, they pay to play, and they lose thousands and thousands of dollars learning how to day trade. This solves that. And the best thing is that you don't even have to send us any money. All trades are executed inside your broker account. All you need to do is just switch the software on and it trades for you. We only trade the US stock markets and we only make a few selective trades every single week because we want to make sure we are optimizing for risk management, and then we're also optimizing for profit. We aim for 8 to 15% return every single month, and you can see here a bunch of results from our clients. These are the weekly results. These are some results of people asking how can they get their friends on board, and this is also when members are asking how can they add multiple six figures into their account because the results are going so damn well. Anyway, you can click a link below, book a call with me, we'll walk through all of that. HIMS got a lot of attention by offering compounded semaglutide, including a pill introduced as an intro price around $49 per month. This drove huge headlines, as you would have seen them, and then it ran straight into regulators and pressure from Novo. Now this is the serious part. The HHS referred HIMS to the DOJ over potential violations related to the compounded GLP-1 pill plan. And this was according to multiple reports. At the same time, the FDA signaled it would take decisive steps against mass-marketed, non-approved compounded GLP-1s. Some coverage even says the FDA called out HIMS by name. Now, this also wasn't the first time. There's an FDA warning letter dated September 9, 2025, discussing compounded semaglutide and alleging misbranding under the FDCA. So the market sees this and instantly starts to think, wait, is a chunk of the growth story at risk? And the stock reprices instantly. And the third part is Novo Nordisk sued, and that poured gasoline on the fire. Then on February 9th and 10th, Novo filed a US patent lawsuit targeting HIMS over compounded versions connected to semaglutide and Wegovy. Now, here's why that really matters. Semaglutide was declared no longer in shortage. That changes what compounding is allowed to look like at scale. When shortages end, pharma has too much room to push legally. This was described as Novo opening a new front with a patent infringement suit and emphasized that end of shortage dynamic. When this news hit, HIMS dropped hard the same day. Barron's reported it closed around 1933 after a sharp sell-off. So now you have three things all happening at the same time, and growth stocks are weak. So there's an FDA and DOJ cloud, and there's a Novo lawsuit headline. So that combination is how you get a violent sell-off, which for me is great. I've been buying more positions this week. So why do I think this reaction is insane? Because the market is acting like HIMS is just an entire company that only offers a GLP-1 pill. But HIMS is not just one product. And there's been a lot of commentary that have pointed out that a large portion of revenue still comes from non-weight loss segments. Like, some have even framed it this way: the core business remains resilient despite GLP-1 turmoil. And on the company's own investor site, they show the business spans multiple areas: dermatology, sexual health, mental health, and more. It's not just weight loss. It's so much more than that. So the insane part is this: the market's just reacted to these headlines, to this news, and the market is pricing fear like it's permanent. But the underlying demand drivers around telehealth, privacy subscriptions are still there. So what's the difference between $70 HIMS and $18 HIMS? At the highs, people were buying a dream. telehealth platform, weight loss rocket ship, perfect regulation. All these headlines and buzzwords were flying around. At $18, the market is basically saying weight loss might get restricted, lawsuits might get ugly, and growth stocks just aren't loved anymore. So the valuation swing isn't just about earnings. It's about certainty. And the other view is when certainty disappears, the market often overshoots to the downside. That doesn't mean the stock must go up tomorrow. It means the risk and reward changes. So what's the real bull thesis after this drop? It's not ignore the DOJ. It's not lawsuits don't matter. I'm not saying that at all. The real bull thesis is HIMS survives the GLP-1 crackdown by shifting weight loss into what's allowed while the core subscription machine keeps compounding. If the company can do that, I truly believe the market eventually stops valuing it like a scandal and starts valuing it like a platform again. And also notice this, HIMS pulled the compound semaglutide pill offering after the backlash. That tells you a massive thing, that the company is trying to stay on the safe side as pressure is really rising. Now let's talk about the risk side of things, because I don't want to start leaning down this era of fantasy and just praising HIMS no matter what. If regulators say no to mass compounding, that can hit weight loss revenue growth massively. If Novo wins big and gets an injunction, and that can limit certain offers and create real costs. If more warning letters or pharmacy quality issues hit headlines, then sentiment gets worse. There has already been reporting about the FDA flagging issues at a compounding pharmacy owned by HIMS and hers, referencing a prior warning letter. So yes, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There is real risk, but that's exactly why the stock is down more than 70% from the all-time highs. So why can this setup still be insane? Because the market often does this. It takes a real risk and it prices it like a company has no future. But the telehealth demand is not going away. You know, a company like HIMS that is focusing on optimizing people's health and not just being this last resort, or when things go bad, you go see a GP or you go to a clinic or whatever that is. This is a way for you to tap in, stay constant on whatever your health journey is, and optimize that as you go. The way they handle this is going to tell a lot about the company. And I think it's great it's happening right now. This is a real test to see how they handle this. And it's also going to show you it's not just a GLP-1 company. This is not just a weight loss company. They have so much more to offer. And through this is why I'm still very bullish on HIMS, and I'm looking forward to see how this eventuates. For me personally, I've increased my positions a lot in this last week, and this is no way at all financial or investment advice from my end. This is my opinion. This is my viewpoint. I'm sharing with you what I'm doing and how I see everything rolling out in 2026. So if you want daily content on HIMS and what's happening in the space and to stay updated, hit subscribe. And also, as before, I shared our AutoPilot software, which you can get involved and start compounding 8 to 15% every single month. There's a link below. Book a spot there, jump on a Zoom call with me, and I'll walk you through exactly how it works on the back end, speak about your current positions, what your investing goals look like, and see if it's a good fit. If not, I'll point you in the right direction. I'll see you on the next video tomorrow.